visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their first-year quarterback, taken in the 3rd round of this past April's draft.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
To throw is Howard, throwing to start the drive. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
2nd and 11. It's complete to Brown, right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Ready.
Looking to put a drive together.
Got it. 60 by 6, go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And some room to work. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey. 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions. Ready.
Off play action. Brown. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He finds Wilson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
76.
They'll run with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Brown. Touchdown, Jets. Rondale Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
It's a gain of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tigers.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
It's second down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Howard. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Dolphins.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal.
The tight end in motion right. Howard from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Ready, set. No. Here we go. Viking 18.
Call again. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Come on, Rig, hop 70, hop 70.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
First down.
The Jets in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Get it. Cougar 19. Ready.
Hall want to give up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready. Gravity Lions. Ready.
And they let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Bronco 80.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Allen has it left side. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
No. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Dolphins
Lions.
down.
19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
H.M. will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New York set to take the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
60 Eagles, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, right?
They go play action here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kenneth Grant forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Street. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Brown. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 line.
Operating from the gun, Brown. That's another one complete to Mitchell. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 40.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
First and 10.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
A gain of 9.
And they'll have a second and 1 forthcoming.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 70 Lions. Mustang 19.
Off the play fake. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal.
And the Jets have recovered.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Get it.
Now Brown, off play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second and 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, alert, 19. Ready.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Third and 3.
Back. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Back to throw. Brown. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall. 15-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 7.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard. He finds his man complete. It's Stevenson. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On
1st down, he'll drop to throw. That throw right side here going to be incomplete. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
It's third down.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter.
Okay,
looking
ready?
to put a drive together.
18, run. Let's go now.
Brown now throwing to start the drive. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Straight ahead is Hall. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Go.
Looking to throw. Brown. Touchdown! And Mitchell from a yard out. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's blocked. And the Dolphins have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Here's Achane to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Howard. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he will try.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Howard now, operating from the gun. A beautiful fake. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's a gain of 17
Here we go.
First down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Okay, break. Come on, set. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check smash, check smash. 70 Lions. Ready?
Back to throw. Brown. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
19 Lions. Panther 60.
Here's Brown. Off the play fake. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
Here's Howard. Off play action.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Looking to throw. Howard. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Come on, set!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Hawk 70. Andy.
First and 10 at the 19.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Achane. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down.
Now Howard from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Check. Viking 18. Ready.
Ball again on 2nd down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
The 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. You can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
1st and 10 at the 47.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Ready.
A give running right is Hall. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
19 Charger.
To throw is Howard. From the gun, he'll throw. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
operating from the gun. Howard. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Dolphins, first down.
Operating from the gun, Howard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, Howard. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Back to throw, Howard. Now he's going to step up and run. And staked a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Howard operating from the gun. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that on. Side kick, they didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to the right here to Wilson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. Crackle 80.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Jets, their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home
The finish line is in sight. Hi everyone, Scott Hanson here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 16. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We start at MetLife Stadium. The Jets at home to take on the Miami Dolphins. And this is the Jets quarterback. Hey, this NFL thing is not so difficult apparently. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ball game. The Jets win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here is Ladd McConkey. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. This is going to wind up as an 85-yard catch and run for the touchdown. One more to bring you. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys taking on the Eagles. And here it's Dak Prescott hooking up with his tight end, Jake Ferguson. 20 yards on the touchdown pass. The Cowboys find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hanson saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.